Boss, he said rolling.
No, he didn't say anything.
Okay, I'll call action.
As you can tell, it's my first time on Film Companion, and I'm really excited to be here because I love watching Film Companion and because I'm interviewing a very good friend of mine and a wonderful filmmaker, Devashish Makhija. Dev, you very recently finished Tandav. I'm curious first to ask you about where the genesis of this idea came from. Because the film focuses on that oppression and then a sense of release.
Yes. When I came here first, there's this sense of very oppressive chaos no matter where you are. There's a sense of restlessness, there's a sense of urgency that's palpable in every place in Bombay. That sort of leaves you very exhausted.
Yeah.
From the day I landed here till today, I haven't been able to come to terms with that sense of, you're not doing enough, you're not good enough, you're not strong enough. The city just makes you keep feeling that. And so I wanted to explore that in a story for years. So I just took it to extremes. I took a character who was in an extreme situation in his personal life. He is in this extreme situation in this city and how he deals with it. A man of uniform has a slightly more enhanced social responsibility than the rest of us. If I choose to put a bullet in my head, it could be seen as depressive but not irresponsible. A cop can't do that.
Right.
So when I came up with this cop, he didn't put a bullet in his head.
Or anyone else's.
Right.
Yeah,
so it just organically, Tambe went there and surprised me. So I didn't know what kind of response the audience would have to it. I had no idea.
बहुत अच्छा है सर, बहुत बढ़िया।
I've had so many people, and I've never been inundated with response the way I have with Tandav. That people message me, strangers catch me in the middle of the road and go, you know what, I want to dance. I want to do what Tambe did. I want to go crazy. But I still can't. Thank you for telling me that it's possible.
But filmmaking was always the thing that...
It's what I came to Bombay for.
Right.
So I didn't have any out. Once I was in, the door shut behind me. So I had to make it work. And I met Anurag and I worked on Black Friday and I said, okay, this might be what I want to do. Because if I get to choreograph a dance sequence in my film, I get to dance.
Right.
If I get to sing a song in my film, I get to sing. I get to write. I get to create images. I get to do everything.
So it is a medium that allows you to meld.
That's what excited me.
How do you feel about shorts versus features?
I wouldn't use the word versus because I see them both as very different media. Like the same way I'd see a book as different from a feature, I'd see a short as different from a feature. At least I approach them both very differently. In a short, I don't have the luxury of, character establishment and exploring a world. I don't have that luxury. I just have to take a slice of this person's life and be able to say much more without really saying any of that. In a feature, I have all the luxury to
explore
create that world brick by brick and let you see all those bricks. So they're two such different, forget processes, they're such different intent that I don't find anything in common. So I would like to keep doing both if I can help it.
Would you be as uncompromising in all of your work going forward?
People who are putting whatever little money they are in shots don't know how to get that money back. So there's a cluelessness, a general cluelessness in the space right now. And I sort of capitalized on that cluelessness. Because there was so little invested for the people who put that little investment, they allowed the freedom because they didn't know what to do if they tried to control it.
Right.
But with a feature film, it's anything between 40 lakhs and 40 crores. With that kind of money, the person putting the money gets insecure. I feel responsible for that money, and at the same time, I need to fight to protect my vision. If you start not compromising, but starting to include everyone's perspectives at a core level, I've seen those films become unwatchable because there's a little bit of everyone in it, and you really don't know what's driving the voice in that film. So somewhere you need to come off as a dictator, though you don't want to be. You're still
Right.
allowing actors to bring their two bits to the part. You're allowing the cinematographer to frame it a certain way that might be better than what you thought of, but there has to be that fingerprint of your voice. Otherwise, it sort of can. The audience gets confused. Who is it that's leading me through this journey? They don't know. And if you let go of their finger and they get lost, they get disinvested, and you lose them once in a film, you've lost them. They're not going to come back in.
Apart from knowing his craft, Debashish Makhija actually knows how to create visuals and through visuals just convey all the things that he wants to say. Even in Tandav, in few frames you will see so many different kind of masks coming in and going out. So that way he wanted to show the visual violence that is being that we are being subjected to even in big cities and in cosmopolitan. So he gets into the detailing of each and everything so much, and he keeps on conveying it to the actor, so that the actor exactly knows what is surrounding him when he is facing the camera.
Subscribe to
Film Companion, hit the
button below.